Well, this is the first all-metal Tonka dump truck that I've built, and it's built off of the WPL parts, the frame, the transmission, the drive shafts, and the axles, and even the wheels and tires are also from WPL. One thing I'll say about the WPL stuff is it's good quality stuff. Like it's got brass gears and the cast metal housings for the axles. But if you just assemble the axles without doing any shimming, the gear mesh is just way too tight. It'll run really rough. So I have to shim the pumpkins, well, the front pumpkin, so that the pinion doesn't drive into the spur so hard. So it's run pretty smooth, so you gotta pick it up without hitting my hands. But it's pretty smooth if you get it all shimmed right. And this truck has has every option you could possibly put on a truck. It's got energy rear view mirrors on it, CB antennas on it. It's got an operator, driver figure, and a steering wheel. Let's see, it's got dual rotary beacons. Let me turn those on and off. You have, let's see here, let's shut this all off here. Give me a good shot of the front end here. And here's your headlights. Actually, let me turn the parking lights on first. There's your parking lights, headlights, and your high beam. And show you the rear end. There's your reverse lights. And it also has a rear plate to hold your running lights. Your reverse lights are up on these little side markers here. That actually is part of the frame from the WPL, and then I made this rear plate out of aluminum, thick of aluminum. It's about a 1/4 inch thick, and I want it to be strong because I put a hitch on it as well, which is pretty strong. So it's as strong as attaching it right to the chassis. And mud flaps, of course. And one thing that's really cool about this truck is, let me open it up here. It has a big 4600 milliamp LiPo in it, which will last for probably, I don't even know, probably a couple hours anyhow. So there's your battery pack there, and it's held into a little U-channel there so that it's nice and secure. And there's your speaker. And then on the other side of the truck, turn this guy around. That's another thing too. I usually I have the slide pin here for raising and lowering the bed and like trapped in like a U-channel. But I didn't want to put all that bulky aluminum on top of this nice frame. So instead I used made a bar with flange bearings on it that actually ride right on the frame rails. And it's the first time I've done it that way, but it works awfully smooth. It works nice. And it has a locking tailgate. Now the tailgate sticks just a little bit when you push it on it, just because the paint's fresh on it. But it takes like no effort though to open it back up. Now it wants to stick going in. But it takes, any dirt whatsoever will close it. I mean, we'll push it open, overcome the stiction. And what else? Oh yeah, let me show you the other side of the frame. Yep. And then here's the other side of your battery pack. This is a nice speed controller. It's a Hobby Wing Quick Run. So it's fully programmable, and I have it set for a high rate for the cutoff voltage for the LiPo, and you can set everything. I don't have brakes set up because with these trucks I like it better to have it forward and reverse handy, in case you get into mud or dirt where you want to rock it back and forth to get out of something. It's nice if you have the reverse function in there. It makes it hard to rock the machine back and forth. And just once you plug the battery in, you just arm it by hitting this button here. You can actually reach it with the cab down if you want to turn it on with the cab down. So that's everything in the front of the truck. When you lay this guy on the side, you can see the bottom of it here. We have, that's all WPL. This is all metal transmission casing and axles. And the stock drive shafts that come with it are kind of cheesy. So you can get these upgraded drive shafts that they're not any longer, but they're just much better made drive shafts. And when I first put the truck together, the rear axle was close to an inch too far forward. So I actually had to re-notch the frame and move the rear axle back an inch. And then to compensate for that, I had to move the transmission back a half an inch to split the difference. So these drive shafts were, still long enough to get the job done. And here's another view of that rear plate and hitch. All pretty strong. There's your little locking mechanism there for the bed. And I think that's it as far as the construction of the machine. Now let me fire up the sound system here. Everything's marked on the radio as well. I got to put on here high and low range because I also have high and low range on this switch, but I didn't mark that yet. Here's your high beam switch, and then here's your beacons, and then next knob's your headlights. And then this is your sound system. And your last one here is your running lights. Turn the high beams off. And the sound system works the way I've set all my sound systems up the same way. One down and one up starts it. It should have started. That was weird. Every once in a while to miss one. If you do it too quick, so it'll probably work every time now. If you do it too fast, it won't take it. Then if I want to use the horn, it's 2 times back. And you can just leave it there so you can have... I got cut off there because the movie was getting to be too long. It has a maximum of 9 minutes. No, I was saying that the one down and one up starts it, and then 2 down runs the horn, and then 3 down lowers the volume. And then 4 down raises the volume back up. And be patient. It takes a good 10 seconds or more for it to reach full volume. And then I usually go back 2 times so that it's just to leave it on the horn. Oh! There we go. So now I can access the horn anytime I want. Yeah, so here's low range. And here's high range. So it's plenty fast enough. And it's got lots of power. Even, you know, even in low range, it's got great power. And that's it. Windshield, the driver, the steering wheel, the mirrors, the antennas. I think that covers the whole thing.